Hey everybody, I'm Crow. Welcome back to Faster Than Light. So what I'm thinking is our shields are good now. And because we can fire 4 times, that means our weapons are okay too. I want to upgrade the medbay for blue options and for convenience. And especially since we're in a lanius system, if we could get a door system upgrade, I think that would be nice because I can't just drain the oxygen out to kill them. So slowing them down as much as possible would be preferred. But we also need power into the engines. So engines, medbay, and door seem to be the highest priority, along with power when we actually get to the point where we have those things. The Mantis ship in this system looks like its distress beacon is malfunctioning, likely due to the lanius ship mining their hull and subsystems. It doesn't look like the Mantis ship will last much longer. We have to help them. The lanius don't seem to have noticed you yet, but they will. Launching into the fray, you target the lanius vessel. Oh! Oh, their ship's scary. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh god, we fire before them. Get it! They can't get us with only 1. We have 3 layers of shields. Oh, I'm so glad before we got here we got this. Ooh. That could have been bad. I'm really glad these basic lasers fire faster. Yay, having 4 shots! That we actually get through this stuff. Hey, we're actually gonna get one of them. Not that that'll really matter, since the next shot's probably going to kill them anyway. That's actually really accurate. We had to hit every time. The ship explodes, leaving behind useful stuff. The Mantis hiss and click, angry at being saved, and angry at themselves for needing to be saved. They part ways with some scrap metal that is no longer attached to their hull, and a few missiles they can no longer use. Like, it's crazy how scrap is such a currency in this game. Like, they just gave us part of their hull, and they're like, this is adequate payment. They have to have some kind of crazy repurposing tools. That can't actually go up, so we go back down. Our rebel ship hails you. Federation scum, we've waited a long time for this. 2 shots, 1 shot, no danger. So that means we fire here, and we fire here, and we fire here, and we fire here. And we wait for them to die. Lombard, who's Lombard? Magmar, you can heal. Lombard's probably, yeah. Probably the pilot. Well, that's not the biggest deal. So they can't really fight back? It was kind of bothering me that they weren't at full health. Please don't kill us! The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. If I wasn't so heavily rewarded for killing you guys, I would consider sparing you. We don't have to be terrible murderers, but it's just the pay is so good, how could you pass it up? We have allies! I love this. Upon arrival, you were immediately surrounded by chaos. A planet's anti-ship battery is firing on a number of lanius ships. One of the combat ships mistakenly believes your ship has arrived to assist the planetary defenses. Combat positions! So we could sit here and do nothing, and this would eventually kill them. Unfortunately, because they have a flak, they can get through our shields. And still do damage to us. We would need quad shields. So, I'm gonna fire 1 here, I'm gonna fire 1 here, I'm gonna fire 1 here, and I'm gonna fire 1 here. And 2 missed. No. Okay, that works. Did that hit us? It looked like that hit us. Anti-ship battery locked. Threat gun. Pierce the heavens. They pierced such a pointless room. Where are you aiming, planetary defense systems? It's whatever. They did damage. The ship breaks apart. You decide to salvage it when the opportunity arises. After your skirmish, the fighting dies down, and you're contacted by the planetary defense team. Sorry you got caught up in that fight, stranger. No matter how many of these monsters we blow up out of the sky, they just keep coming. We can patch up your ship for you. Repaired. Oh, you don't say. Multiple stores, and we have scrap. You arrive at an empty space station, no doubt abandoned due to the lanius threat. Life signatures are detected at the ship depot, and you spot a few crude signs stating, "Everything must go!" Defense Scrambler and Hacking Stun. Ooh. Backup DNA bank, cloaking, backup battery, clone bay. Defense Scrambler would work for offensive drones, too. Crew. Blue options. I don't know. This is just like a really, I always want to pick this up, but I don't know that we're even going to use anything that this would be relative to. Actually, maybe we should get this just because of all the options, because not only does this help us with hacking and combat drones, this also means that if we happen to get missiles later, they can't stop the missiles later. But then again, I tend to prefer the teleporting bombs. What augments are we using now? Just a scrap recovery arm? Not having... Actually, you know what? This also stops them, if they have a rank 2 one, from shooting our lasers. And basically anything else. I'm just going to say that no matter what we do, this is going to end up being useful. At some point. Then I'm going to pick up some fuel. Actually, you know what? Let's just pick it all up. And we'll hop to the next store. I hope that was a good purchase. I honestly think it could be. You arrive to discover a number of lanius ships docked at what appears to be a station. You hasten to leave, but are relieved when they message you in your language. Buy, sell, traders! Apparently some merchants emigrated with the scavengers. We could have a lanius. Lanius are cool. I don't really care much for the repair drones. I know they repair about as fast as Angie, if not faster. I don't know the actual speed on it. But using a drone part on that... I mean, I guess it has to actually be destroyed for it to cost another one, but... I don't know if I'm feeling that. I kind of want a lanius, but lanius kind of work counter to everyone else. And they don't really have any blue options outside of abandoned sectors, I don't think. Who knows if we're even going to get another one. And yet at the same time... You know what? I could use them to repair breaches in the hull and stuff. I want another crew member anyway. You'll go in here, and we'll lock this down. And if we get a hull breach and the oxygen or something, and we can't go in there and the oxygen's broken so that people will die and we can't get to the medbay, I'll just send our lanius over. And the lanius will patch up whatever hull problems we have. That sounds like a better plan. And the lanius can actually fight back. We'll work on our engines next, because evasion is important. Not just because we need to dodge things, but because we need to raise the skill of our pilot and engine person. The charts indicate this was the location of a small skirmish over a military facility on a nearby moon. Oddly, scans pick up no signs of debris from either battle. Or the station. Yet another area sucked dry by the lanius. Oh, did those really not go back down? I was about to hop up there. Okay. Yeah, I have a nearby small rebel scout. Immediately identifies you as a threat and engages. Hacking. Don't hack the weapons. You hacked the medbay. Lol. Okay, and you... is that the good one? I don't know. I think we're just going to attack here anyway. Fire! Well, they don't have shields and they repair things far too slowly. Never mind, that's not even the good ion. I was like, is that the one that fires every 4 seconds or something? It wasn't. In fact, they are quite helpless to fight back. Oh, I think that was the one that was one shot, but it does two. We got a backup DNA bank. Cool. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. I don't know that we really need that, but... I don't know. I guess it's more reason to get a clone bay later. A military lanius vessel stops repurposing an abandoned satellite as soon as you jump in. It blocks all hails and powers its weapons. 5 shots. It's 3 spooky, 5 me. So I'm going to put this back over here. And we're just going to hope that good things happen, because we do fire before them. Good things happen. Yay. That's all we need. They got double shields, but we're still hitting with at least one. And we wasted a little bit of their time with that fire. All according to plan. Now they don't have weapons of any variety. Okay, the missing scene of ferocious. They're weapons? There's no way in hell that they're going to be able to fix both of these weapons before we can kill them. So let's just make this a little bit faster and knock out the shields. Because now only one gets blocked. Only one. Your comm system receives a video feed from the enemy ship. Crew waving small makeshift white flags. It appears they have taken research about your culture's customs quite literally. Damn it, they got me with the white flags again. How? I gotta. That's the one exception I make. If they're gonna make these little white flags and wave them around, it's just I can't. An image of some weak and hungry humans comes onto your screen. Those metal bastards think they can just absorb half our engines and leave us here to die. I hope you understand the need to take your ship by force. I hope you understand my need to open the airlocks and then just watch you die. Oh no! You're getting into there! Ah, this causes so many problems for me. I'm just, Oh no! Actually, no, you need to stay in there. I appreciate your enthusiasm on joining this party. Where you guys are taking the long way around. What are you doing? See, isn't that just... This is just, like, fun for the whole family. You just... Look how slowly they're dying. No matter where they went, they didn't have a chance in hell. This is why I love... There's just so many options. Honestly, opening up your ship to space is, like, my favorite way to combat things. That's how I'll get them. So everybody comes into here, and for reasons of Zoltan, they all heal up. Then we all go back to our respective rooms, the oxygen comes back on because dying isn't fun. I take that out of there, I put that back in there. And we didn't even need to upgrade our doors just yet. You come out of the jump to see laser blasts coming from the other side of the beacon. It looks like someone is under attack from pirates. You power up your weapons and prepare to engage. They don't even have double shields. How are you guys this far? What are you doing in lanius space with a ship like that? So, I'm gonna shoot there, and 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 you attacked a lanius. In a room with no oxygen and doors you could never escape from, you teleport. They're not even trying. Okay, so not only did he teleport into the room where he would die absolutely the fastest, because don't get me wrong, no matter what room he teleported into, we would have just vented it and then left, and it wouldn't have made a difference anyway. But he teleported into the room where he was gonna die almost immediately. And then the 4 lasers that we shot over here, all 4 lasers each started their own fire in this room. Like, how messed up is that? There's no coming back from that. Oh, the person in there died, too. I mean, the rock person could try and put it out, but they can't put out 4 fires that fast. The pirate ship breaks apart. You hasten to contact the civilian. It seems the crew did not survive the assault. You take what you can from the remains of the ship. And you jump to the next sector, which is either a civilian sector or an Engi homeworld. We don't have an Engi, though. And this gives us a choice between the 2 hostile sectors, so maybe we could take a better one? Welcome to a new sector. Get to the exit beacon and jump to the next sector. 2 stores immediately. I guess we'll just have to go to them after we try and pick up more scrap here. Not much remains in this abandoned system. However, scans reveal a nearby mining platform with some salvageable materials. I'm all about it. Is there anything cool here? You know, I feel like I did a run recently where I had these. And we do have a defense scrambler, but then this run would just be the last run, and that's not really what we're doing. You pick up the clone bay. I don't want drone control if it has the system repair drone. Even though we already have a defense drone. I feel like the extra investment, it's like purchase comes with free system repair drone. But, I don't really feel like that's free. Engi, who's perfect at engines. How is our engine person? Pretty awful, actually. So, Engi for green options, or blue options rather. And engine control, maybe? What the hell am I doing? Store! I kept clicking on it like, what's going on here? I don't understand. I do like this chain burst laser. It only requires 1 more power. But then the lasers wouldn't sync up and that'd just make things, Tom Banks area. We're gonna buy Cussy. Cussy, how about you get to the engine room? I think it's kind of neat that the engine room only has room for 2 people. Because that means that if an enemy boards us, they're gonna have that much harder of a time destroying that. Why don't you wait in here? If somebody's going to try and murderate us and break these doors so that it's easier to get around, they're gonna have to fight through 2 people. And Yankees are cool. Let's just jump to the next one. I could get it. Do I want a glaive beam? We already glaive beamed. This doesn't seem like a glaive beam ship. This doesn't seem like a glaive beam ship. We're going on. I'd pick up a Vulcan, though. Vulcan? Why no Vulcan? I love fire beams. Repair burst, fire beam, repair beam. Honestly, I mean, I won with the starter setup of the other ship. If we get hacking, I could probably win with this setup as well. Yeah, it was a defense scrambler, right? Yeah, it was a defense scrambler. Yeah, well, let's just get this then. And we'll go over here. And I should probably get power, but I want to finish upgrading this first. So I'm going to get the fully upgraded engines and double upgraded hacking in case we need it. I don't expect triple shields this soon, but you never know. So now we just need 5 more power. And upgrade this. Maybe our other stuff? I don't know. There's lots of stuff that we can do and no real need for any immediate thing at the moment. We can just get them casually. You're hailed by a rebel ship. When the rebellion is complete, you'll see the safer world we provide. Well, you won't, but you get the point. They arm weapons. Yeah. So that could potentially go through too. For a brief moment. Only if it lines up perfectly with this one. Which means I'm not really worried about their weapons. Which means I'm going to shoot everything into here. In fact, they can't stop this. So why don't I speed this along with hacking? This will make things go even better. And we begin the draining process. They all missed! You're kidding me! We actually... Wow. I mean, okay, I mean, we didn't need that, but apparently they have a pretty good evasion. But thankfully we have Cussy, and Cussy is great at doing Cussy things. Lombard, learn from Cussy's example. Now, I realize we only have 1 power in the engines. I can't really expect them to do too much. If I had hacking stun... Ooh, I should have bought the hacking stun too. When I think hacking stun, I think using it on the med bay. But that would prevent them from fixing the shields too. Ah, that could have been cool. With the fire weapon as well. I like fire weapons too much. You are considerably more well-armed than I would have thought. It's hard to pass up 6 fuel, but... Yep, see, that was the perfect timing. If this hits and this one gets in the double shot, I can't believe they actually got to hit us with that. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. I want that. And we'll get 1 more power. So now we have the blue options as well. And if we go somewhere and there's a distress, we can cure the disease or whatever. You arrive in the nebula and immediately receive a message from an unknown source. Prepare to be boarded. With the static from the nebula, there's no way to tell where they came from, but you hear shots fired on board your ship. Well, it looks like they're in the medbay. And I know they're not in any other room of the system. So, well, how about you guys just come over here? Beck, why don't you just come over here? They are getting into the shields pretty good now, but if I open that, this will drain fast enough to the point where they will reconsider. They unfortunately got to do some damage there. So, are you going to run back over there now? Nope. They didn't make it. So, oxygen back? Oops, wrong click. We'll go in here, fix this, and heal up at the same time. And then other people could actually use healing. So you guys go back. You're gonna need to go in here all on your own. You guys go chill out over here. This will be the pre-loading area for when Bovie's done. Anaerobic beings being anaerobic and stuff. No, 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 not yet, not yet. Just give it a second. There you go. Wouldn't make much sense for you to go back without getting healed. Because then the bars are all yellow and then it's not a solid wall of green. I like the green a lot. Take that out, put that back in there. We're going to try and hit as many of these. Like, I don't like not having working sensors here, but at the same time, you get so many more jumps. A pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging from the fact that it's attempting to avoid your ship, you can assume that it is a smuggler, and it's trying to stay away from the beacons. You want to stop the missile weapon. And so you do so with pizzazz. And you fire here, and you fire here, and you fire here, and you fire here. Because more so than killing them faster, I just want to make sure they don't hit me with that missile. Yay! Okay. If nothing else, we stop the charge. And by the time that weapon does get pretty much ready to hit us again, we can just activate the hacking if we need to. It's going to get harder and harder to do this the more shields they get. Do they have a medbay? They don't. Eventually they won't be able to repair this. I think they'll just abandon it. Or die, whichever comes first. I wonder if they have enough health to actually pull that off. 40 means 3 shots. Furadahim? Furadahim? They don't look like they want to fight. They're trying to escape. I think it does 15 a shot, so 2 more good hits should take them out. And they're charging slower because they don't have anyone manning it. They hail you. What is this they? The other person's dead. Oh, actually, they might have more. They just couldn't fit them in the room. Never mind. They hail you. We realize our ship is no match for yours. If you let us go, we can make it worth your while. I'm sorry, but you don't have little white flags. And so I feel nothing as life leaves your body. Other than curiosity on how to pronounce your name. Furadahim? Furadim? I don't even know. Yep, there was one other person. Don't tell me they got away. With nobody even in there? Aw, that's lame. Aw. I should have switched to the shield sooner. Oh well. You arrive in the middle. I just kept thinking about killing them, but then there was another person on there. You arrive in the middle of a plasma storm. Despite the harsh conditions, a rebel scout seems to have been waiting for you. Why? Why were you waiting for me? That sounds like a terrible idea. So, I'm gonna drain this. And then... you shoot there, you shoot there, you shoot there, and you shoot there. There we go. No, 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 no. Okay. I was like, don't get me with that. I don't want it. I have to break them evenly. The enemy ship appears to be powering up its FTL. It's trying to run away. We've actually got their shields down, so that's not an issue. Unfortunately, we were missing some shots before, and it was kind of hard with the way things were. So, they got away. I'm not too good. Are you kidding me? Sorry about that. But, like, are you serious? Like, we didn't even miss, and they didn't have shields. How did they jump that fast? Wait a minute. Not only... They're in an ion storm. They didn't have enough power to fully power their engines. How did they make a jump that fast? Alright, the first one was my fault. I don't know about that one. I mean, I guess I could have shot their cockpit, but how did... A black market weapons trader spins you a tale of the dangers of the nebula before pushing his wares. Power into there, power into there, power into there. Into the shields. We're going for quick destruction. And in the inevitability that they try to run away, I'm going to fire 2 here, and I'm going to fire this at the engine. Wait, no, don't, no, not yet, not yet. Wait for it to actually drain. Wait for it to actually drain. I'm going to fire here. I'm going to fire here. I'm going to fire here, and I'm going to fire here. I know that this doesn't immediately take out the FTL, but it takes them a hell of a lot longer to repair this, especially since somebody's stuck in there. And the person being stuck in there is an Engie. We took the burst laser 2 offline, so we're good on that front. This is broken. It will take many a moon to repair. Ah, see, they're just like them. I need to get an FTL jammer. Take everything we have. Let's both forget this. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I think that's the exception. I mean, the defense scrambler doesn't even help for this one, but ion bombs are 4 ion damage. You can keep it up permanently if you get someone good on the weapon systems. That's really good. Like, also, this does 8 points of damage against super shields, so it will immediately knock down any super shields, and 2-shot the Rebel flagship super shield, since they actually have 12 hit points. Let's come over here. You arrive in the system, and you're hailed by a loyalist settlement. Upon learning of your quest, they offer you supplies. And you go to the store with those supplies and you buy meaningful things? You know, that might actually be good for the sake of lasers. I think that fits the laser theme. We have a defense scramblers, so they can't stop our combat drones, which basically means we're just shooting more lasers while we shoot lasers. I don't normally do that, and I feel like that kind of falls into what we're going to do whenever we do the Tetragon run, because that starts with the defense scramblers. But at the same time, I feel like that could work. I think I like the idea of that. Also, it gives us more room in the cargo bay, because we can put this here. Now, if they have missiles, we can power this, and if they don't, we can power this. We need a drone recovery arm. That's what we ought to do. Get rid of the backup DNA bank and get a drone recovery arm. That could be pretty sweet. We'd run out decently fast-ish, but this thing can take down 2 layers of shields every once in a while. And these things already do good work. I think with this backing these 4 up, and we have hacking, we have options. We can do damage. I am pleased with these results. You arrive at the distress beacon near a small asteroid belt and find a ship with pirate markings partially crushed between 2 large rocks. This could hurt my ship, and at the worst we get attacked here and I get more scrap. You decide the pirate is not worth saving, and fire a few volleys into their hull. Before you can scrap the remains of another another pirate ship flashes on your radar. Perhaps they saw your deed, or perhaps they want to claim the spoils for themselves, but for whatever reason, they're charging weapons. And they're boarding you. Board right here, please. Oh, God. I mean, you're close enough, honestly. Now you want out. I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't think that's gonna happen. I need more power. We need power. I wish those 2 ships didn't get away. I'm gonna drain this. I'm draining this. So, I'm going to shoot... Teleporting bomb would be good to knock out. And there's no reason for me to hack this if it's broken. You know what? Let's just shoot their weapons. Pew! No teleporting bomb for you. They're pretty screwed. And the Mantis didn't make it. Trapped in that other room? Wait, they're not going to take anyone off the cockpit. And this guy's breaking out of the room that he won't be able to get back into. We're changing targets. This just became a much juicier target. Please be too slow. Let the doors close. Let the doors... No! It would have been so nice if they could have gotten locked out of this room unable to fix it. Oh well. And if I had hacking stun. Being able to stop them from fixing the shields? The power. You have made your point. We are beaten. Take these and leave us to our... That's what you sound like. The ship explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of stuff. There's nothing here. Which is okay. The long-range beacon is almost hidden. Next sector is... pirates. A few years ago, this region was bustling with trade activity. Now, not so much. Oh, I want to go... You know what? I want to go there. I'm not ending the episode now and having to wait 24 hours just to know what this is. Once you arrive at the location of the distress call, a civilian ship hails you. Thanks for responding to our beacon. Our FTL navigation has gone haywire, and we can't plot a course to the nearest depot to get it fixed. Could you lead us here? Why, thank you. Take this scrap, and next time we're going to jump up there. It's a little over, but I always feel like I want to get to the next sector, and then I make the episodes too long. Oh well. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you liked it. Later, everybody.